Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Quite a nice afternoon, to be fair. Back using the camcorder instead of the webcam. Obviously the picture quality is better, you know, and all the only downer is I have to upload it later, so it's swings and roundabouts. So I got a box. Now, you know, sometimes on these websites, Bombardier did it the other week. Bombardier, Eagle Brewery Bombardier, owned by Marstons, of course. And then Marstons did, you sign up, name and get a POW. I put my daughter's address, so hopefully I've got a beer coming from her and all. And got sent this. So, a free brewery tour visit for two. That's worth having doing, isn't it? 61 deep, 61 metres. That's the depth of the well at the brewery that gives this refreshing pale ale its name. 5 American Australian hops gives it fresh, zesty aroma, whilst the tropical fruit and citrus notes make it extremely drinkable. It's won a World Beer Awards United Kingdom Gold, which is good. From Burton with love. Well, I'll gladly take that love and do a good review. So there we go. 4.1%. In dates for next year. It's not an out of date one, you know. Right, let's give it a pour. My internet's playing up at the moment, so turn the Wi-Fi off. That's better. Should start to load up. Oh dear. Oh, I've got that much review stock now. It's unbelievable. This website, I can't get the website to load up. I do it all off my bat. So here we go. So loads of carbonation there and lacing. This isn't the sort of glass where you get a lot of that. Good white head on it. Nice amber pour, golden amber pour. On the nose, a lovely citrus and zesty aroma. Yeah, it says here it gives it a fresh, zesty aroma whilst the tropical fruits and citrus notes make it extremely drinkable. So yeah, look at that. Looks good, doesn't it? Nice looking pint. Very clear. Like I said, lacing, white, zesty and citrus aroma. Definitely get the citrus in the taste. Oh, zestiness at the end, because you know makes it a little bit bitter, but you know it's nice. Just gives it that little bit of a kick at the end. I like it. Oh. So yeah, another one from Marstons. I bought their Fever Pitch beer somewhere. I've seen it down there because a lot of theirs now look very similar to this. You know. Even Pedigree does. It's all got that similar sort of branding. I haven't managed to get the black one. Is it Pearl Jet? I haven't managed to get that yet. But I will do. It's on my list. And also recently bought a couple of limited edition ones that called Horninglow, if I've pronounced that right. Horninglow Street or something. There's an Imperial Stout. There might be a Pale Ale, I think. They're in a box. They're about £4 something a bottle. You know, quite strong. Both of them are. The ones that I've noticed anyway. On the Marstons beer group, some lucky fellas got to try a cask. Or was it a bottle? No, it was a cask, wasn't it? A little cask of it. And wow, would I love that. But hey ho, you know, beggars can't be choosers, you know. Whatever you can get for free in this world is good. Ooh. So, after a day at work, you know, on a nice summer's day, it is a lovely summer's day today, 20 odd degrees, 21 degrees at most, warm enough, you know, warm enough to sit outside and chill in the garden. And what better way to spend it, you know, pint of this stuff. So yeah, very quaffable. To me, a very nice session pale ale. You know, you could definitely do a session on it. If that's why they call it session, it must be. It's got to be why you call it session pale ale. So, you know, you do a session. I bet there's some other reason and I've got it totally wrong. But, you know, knowing me, I probably have. Oh, first day back at work today. And you know how you are, first day back, it's a killer. You hate going back. And I'm in that thing at the moment where I've got a job interview Thursday for gardening stuff. So I love my work, you know. Slightly closer, working in Nottingham city centre instead of working in West Bridgford and outer regions. And go for the interview, see what they say, see if it ticks boxes. Because like any job these days, you know, and this is for anybody really, you know, moving jobs, it's got to tick them boxes. You don't want to just, I mean, you might be in a job you don't like, but sometimes better the devil you know. Then get to a new job and you know, in that new job there's elements there that don't like you and bully you out the job. It happens, you know, it happens in every job. You walk into a job and straight away someone takes a dislike. I did have that at my job I'm in now, you know, straight away you've got like, people just looking at you like you're a dog muck, you know, and totally unnecessary. All got different backgrounds in life and in work. So yeah, I'm loving this. Going down a tree, very sessionable like I've said. And the internet's playing up so I can't pick out any, just to see what the general consensus is. I'll get my words out in the end. It's funny, someone on here, it says Marstons 61 Deep is a new 3.8% fruity pale ale, where it's 4.1%, so I presume it's 3.8 in pubs, must be. Because it's certainly not, on, you know, in the bottle. Oh dear. Feels good to be actually doing reviews back on the camcorder than sitting in front of the TV. Sometimes I don't like looking at myself. I mean, I can see myself obviously on the camcorder, but you know, when you're on the on the TV screen, big screen, it's a bit different. So 3.36 out of 5 is the general rating at beeradvocate.com, and that's considered okay. And on here, the reviews, you know, I don't take a lot of beer websites too much. Go too far, but they do some extensive reviews and I can't even be bothered to read half of these. So someone here's gave it a 4.51 out of 5. Surprisingly good, full of fresh and refreshing citrusy hops that please the mouth and nose for equal, and with a great zesty and moreish feel. Totally agree with that. Another one, 3.75. Straw coloured, tight frothy, tight frothy head, a hoppy aroma of freshly cut grass, hay and citrus fruits. I don't know where he's getting the grass and hay from. Hops continue into the taste, a mild bitter finish, yes, I definitely got that. Smooth and refreshing after circuit training, but this feels like a Marstons or a rebranding of the New World, of their New World IPA. Still, it's much better served from the cask. Well, I've not had it from the cask. And even if it is a rebranding, you know, which I don't think it is, but why not, you know, if you've got that recipe, why not rebrand, you know, totally in your rights. I'm hoping that Eagle Brewery, which is Marstons owned, so I can talk about it on this one. I'm hoping that they bring out the Colonel's Reserve, because that, you got your Bombardier, but Colonel's Reserve is like the stronger Bombardier, like a Bombardier with legs on, and really strong and really nice. The people who owned Bombardier before, is it Wells? They for some reason stopped doing it. Certainly stopped doing it in bottles, and I thought that was a massive mistake. You know, it was a fantastic beer. Stronger beers have got a place just as much as your 3.8s to 4s to 5s, you know. Anything above 6 has still got its place, yeah. I mean, look at the Belgian beers, most of them are in the 8s and 10s, and they sell by the bucket load, so it just goes to show you. So, that went down lovely. Real good palate cleanser. So, breaking it down. Golden amber in colour, white head, good lacing and carbonation, citrus and, you know, zesty on the aroma. Same in the taste. Zesty finish, on, you know, bitter finish. Overall, a very nice pint of beer, you know. 4.1%, yeah, you know, it tastes like a 4.1%, and yeah, I loved it. That was quite nice. So out of 5 for me, very much a session beer, but that's not a bad thing, you know, just because it's session. I don't know, that sometimes that name kind of implies something that probably shouldn't, but it's definitely a quaffable beer, you know. Definitely one that you could have 2 or 3 pints of, you know, one after the other. It's not one that you're going to drink and think, God, I don't want that again, it's too much. You know, there are some beers out there, some of the sours and some of the really hoppy beers that are just too intense. You know, there's a place for all these beers, but there's also a place for a beer that, you know, that someone's just going to go to and drink it straight away. 61D for me is a beer that, over the years, depending on how it sells and that, could be as popular as the likes of John Smith's, you know, which is very popular. Whether you like John Smith's or not, you cannot, you know, it is popular. And I think this could deserve a place on that shelf alongside, you know, in 4-packs and crates. So I don't know if that's Marston's plan in the future, but to refresh that bitter category, you know, and the, you know, your main area, because you've got your craft beers and your normal beers and all that, and then you've got your bitters that are in cans. That area there, and certainly the crates, they're the big sellers. You've got to get something in. If you get something into cans and crates, then you know you're doing well. And I think that's an area where that could go to, because of it's a beer for the wider population rather than just craft beer drinkers. Out of 5, I'm going to give it a 4.3 out of 5. Yeah, it was very nice. You know, nice tipple. And thanks Marstons for sending it me. Right, that's all for this review. See you soon. The problem on this camcorder, I've got to reach to the back of the camcorder to turn it off. Why ain't got a button on the front? Beggars belief. Cheers.